Hi, this is Niels on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Buy some silver and some platinum because you'll enjoy the rewards you'll get by owning both within a year and a half. And be kind, helpful, and grateful because it is just so much better than being a jerk, especially in hard times. This report is about dissension in the Ukrainian government by a semi-powerful political person supposedly in that country that we don't know nothing about because the Western nation doesn't concentrate on that because he's not apparently as bought and paid for as the one that's in charge right now. And yes, no, it's a guaranteed they're bought and paid for. They're getting paid by American tax dollars, so they're all bought and paid for. But this is the report right here. Let me turn up the volume. Got the volume.
Klitschko expressed that Ukraine is gradually relying on the whims of one individual. Amidst escalating authoritarian tendencies due to the conflict with Russia, the mayor of Kiev emphasized that municipal authorities stand as the sole remaining independent entity in the country. Klitschko delivered this evaluation on Ukraine's democratic state during an interview with Der Spiegel, highlighting the significant decline of governing institutions amidst ongoing hostilities. He emphasized that amidst this decline, local municipal authorities have emerged as the sole bastion of independence within the nation. Ukraine is on the path to authoritarianism, the mayor said. There is only one independent institution left, local authorities, and they are under enormous pressure. During the conflict, the central government has been communicating poorly, if at all, with local authorities, the mayor of the Ukrainian capital claimed. In a year and a half since the beginning of the conflict with Russia, there has not been a single meeting or telephone conversation between the city of Kiev and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. At some point, we will get to the situation where everything depends on the mood of a single person, Klitschko told Der Spiegel. Boxing star turned politician Klitschko assumed his role shortly following Ukraine's 2014 Maidan coup. He stands among the limited number of officials from the Poroshenko era who maintained their positions under Zelensky's administration. In recent months, the relationship between the mayor of the capital and the central government has soured, witnessing several public confrontations. One notable incident occurred in June when the national government rebuked Klitschko regarding the condition of the city's bomb shelters. As a consequence, 2 district heads and 2 acting district heads were relieved of their duties due to their inability to maintain the operational status of these facilities. Furthermore, Klitschko's admission of setbacks in Ukraine's counteroffensive against Russian forces starkly contrasts with Zelensky's earlier denial of any failures, underscoring a disconnect in their narratives. The mayor's assessment drastically contrasted with the stance taken by the president at the time, who was insisting the counteroffensive was still going on and consistently denied any setbacks. Zelensky conceded its failure only this week, telling AP that he now considers the fact that his country's troops are not retreating at the moment a satisfying result. Reports even suggest Zelensky's alleged attempts to sideline Klitschko politically, a move signaling authoritarian tendencies. Furthermore, there have been reports suggesting Volodymyr Zelensky's alleged efforts to remove his primary rival, Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko, as part of preparations for the upcoming election. These claims, supported by what was described as credible intelligence, suggest a targeted political move by Zelensky against Klitschko. In his attempt to eliminate Klitschko politically, Zelensky is showing authoritarian traits, write the report's authors. It is very likely that Western states will exert pressure on the president and his entourage in this regard. As per the NZZ, the report circulated just a day before the Swiss government's deliberation on the sale of Leopard 1 tanks to Germany for potential deployment in Ukraine, a proposal that was ultimately turned down. Ulrich Schmid, an Eastern European Studies professor at the University of St. Gallen, conveyed to the publication that Zelensky needn't concern himself about his re-election. Since his courageous decision not to leave Kiev in the face of the Russian attack, he enjoys a lot of credit among the population, he said. But, he added, some of the ingredients for democracy in the country were missing. What are the prerequisites of a functioning democracy, said Schmid. Independent parties and a free press. Neither is present in Ukraine at the moment, said the professor. Several Swiss parliamentarians have repeatedly advocated for democratic reforms within Ukraine. Cedric Vermouth, the co-president of the Social Democrats, emphasized that their support is not directed towards Zelensky personally or any particular political faction, but rather towards the Ukrainian populace enduring the ongoing attack. He stated, criticism of Zelensky's domestic policies, particularly from a left-wing perspective, is justified. Damien Cottier, a parliamentarian affiliated with the radical liberals, stressed the necessity of conveying to the Kyiv government that once the conflict ceases, immediate steps should be taken to hold free and fair elections. As the
Wow. Interesting. It looks like they're having political issues as well. Anyhow, I hope you guys like this little report that no one else probably brought you. Have a good evening. Bye bye.